Defeat is your most wise teacher, just as the clear day is your guide and the night your counselor. Imagine for a moment that you're facing the greatest challenge of your life. Everything seems dark, hopeless. But what if I told you that at this very moment, you're about to discover the most powerful secret to transform your life? A secret so profound, it has the power to completely change your perspective on failures and defeats. Today we're diving deep into one of the most impactful poems ever written, Defeat by the renowned poet and philosopher Kahlil Gibran. This isn't just another video about poetry or overcoming adversity. It's a journey that promises to reveal surprising truths about the nature of defeat and how it can become the key to your greatest triumph. Kahlil Gibran, born in Lebanon in 1883, is known for his timeless wisdom. His book, The Prophet, has sold millions of copies worldwide. But today we're focusing on one of his lesser-known yet equally powerful works. The poem Defeat begins with a bold statement. Defeat, my solitude, and my aloofness. You are dearer to me than 1,000 triumphs, and sweeter to my heart than all world glory. Think about that for a moment. How can someone love defeat more than 1,000 triumphs? It seems contradictory, doesn't it? But it's precisely in this paradox that Gibran's genius lies. Many of us spend our lives running from defeat, fearing it as if it were our worst enemy. But what if I told you that defeat could be your greatest ally? That each failure carries within it the seed of an even greater success? The Greek philosopher Epictetus once said, "Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself." This idea resonates deeply with Gibran's message. Defeat doesn't diminish us, it reveals us. Let's explore this extraordinary poem verse by verse, unraveling its secrets and applying its wisdom to our daily lives. Prepare for a journey of self-discovery that can fundamentally change how you view challenges and adversities. Gibran continues, defeat, my self-knowledge and my defiance, through you I know that I am yet young and swift of foot, and not to be trapped by withering laurels. Here, the poet teaches us a crucial lesson about the nature of success and failure. Success can be a trap, leading us to complacency. Defeat, on the other hand, keeps us agile, alert, and constantly growing. Think of all the times you've faced a setback in your life. Maybe it was a missed opportunity, a failed relationship, or an unachieved goal. How did you feel at that moment? Probably devastated. But now, looking back, can you see how that experience made you stronger, wiser? Psychologist Carl Jung once said, "It is not the light that illuminates us, but the darkness." This idea is at the heart of Gibran's poem. It's through our darkest moments that we discover our true strength. And in you I have found aloneness and the joy of being shunned and scorned. These words might seem strange at first glance. How can one find joy in being shunned and scorned? But Gibran is inviting us to look deeper. In the solitude forced by defeat, we find the opportunity for true introspection and self-knowledge. The famous psychiatrist Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, wrote in his book Man's Search for Meaning, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." This is the essence of what Gibran is teaching us. Defeat challenges us to look within and find resources we didn't know we had. Imagine if you could embrace every defeat as an opportunity for growth. How would that change your life? How would it transform your relationships, your career, your dreams? Defeat, my shining sword and shield. In your eyes I have read that to be enthroned is to be enslaved, and to be understood is to be leveled down, and to be grasped is but to reach one's fullness, and like a ripe fruit to fall and be consumed. In these verses, Gibran presents us with a fascinating paradox. He suggests that true triumph can be found in defeat, and that being enthroned, that is, achieving conventional success, can be a form of slavery. This reminds us of the words of the philosopher Seneca. It is in times of security that the danger lies. Think of the great leaders and innovators in history. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, the company he founded, before returning to transform it into the giant it is today. J.K. Rowling faced numerous rejections before publishing Harry Potter. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison before leading the transformation of South Africa. What do all these stories have in common? The ability to transform defeat into fuel for success. Defeat, my bold companion, You shall hear my songs and my cries and my silences, and none but you shall speak to me of the beating of wings and urging of seas and of mountains that burn in the night, and you alone shall climb my steep and rocky soul. Here Gibran personifies defeat as a brave companion, someone who knows us intimately and guides us through life's deepest experiences. He reminds us that it's in the depths of adversity that we find our true voice, our passion, our reason for being. Psychologist Abraham Maslow, known for his hierarchy of needs, spoke about peak experiences, moments of transcendence and full realization. Interestingly, many people report having these experiences not in moments of greatest success, but in moments of greatest challenge. Have you ever experienced this? A moment when facing great difficulty, you suddenly felt more alive, more connected to your essence. Defeat, my deathless courage. You and I shall laugh together with the storm, and together we shall dig graves for all that die in us, and we shall stand in the sun with a will, and we shall be dangerous. In these final verses, Gibran offers us a powerful vision of how we can relate to defeat. He invites us to laugh along with the storm, to face challenges not with fear, but with courage and determination. Philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche wrote, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." Gibran goes further, suggesting that our defeats not only strengthen us, but make us dangerous, not in a destructive sense, but in the sense of being powerful, authentic, and indomitable individuals. Imagine facing your greatest fears, your greatest defeats, not with resignation, but with a defiant smile. How would that change your life? How would it transform the world around you? As we reflect on this extraordinary poem, we are invited to re-examine our relationship with failure and defeat. Perhaps true wisdom lies not in avoiding defeat at all costs, but in learning to dance with it, to embrace it as a stern but loving teacher. Writer and poet Rainer Maria Rilke said, "Do not believe that he who seeks to comfort you lives untroubled among the simple and quiet words that sometimes do you good. His life has much difficulty. Were it otherwise, he would never have been able to find those words." Gibran's words, born from his own struggle and experience, offer us a path to true resilience and authenticity. They remind us that our defeats, far from being the end of the journey, are often the true beginning. So the next time you face a setback, a failure, a defeat, remember the words of Kahlil Gibran. Remember that this may be the opportunity you've been waiting for to discover your true strength, your true voice. How will you apply this wisdom in your life? What defeat are you facing now that can be transformed into your greatest victory? Share in the comments. Today, I embrace my defeat as my greatest teacher. Remember, the true measure of a person is not in how many times they fall, but in how many times they rise. And with Gibran's wisdom, we can not only rise but elevate ourselves to heights we never imagined possible. Thank you for embarking on this journey of self-discovery with us. If this video touched your heart and transformed your perspective, be sure to share it with someone who might need this message. Together, we can create a world where defeats don't define us, but refine us. Until next time, and remember, your greatest defeat can be the portal to your greatest triumph. Stay strong, stay resilient, and above all, stay authentic.